Hi, I'm Navah Asner. I'm the founder of the Ed Asner Family Center. Did you know that we have counseling services here at the center? And our goal is to not send families away based on their ability to pay. This is my mental health director.
Hi, I'm Chrisa. I'm the licensed marriage family therapist, and we have availability for telehealth sessions. We also take insurance and private pay sliding scale. So please give me a call at 818-855-2199.
Take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. Call us today. Hello, everyone.
Welcome.
Welcome to another show. What number is this for us?
It's got to be 83.
No, 9,099.
It feels like it. We're 7 months in this pandemic, but you know what? If we weren't in this pandemic, we wouldn't have started the show.
I know.
And
I was
so
just
grateful
thinking
for
that that's one of the major positives is not only our shows, but having our shows branch out and getting a wider community and just it's all the positives.
You know what? We were creative and you guys were quick thinking and taking all the content online. And now we have this show out of it. And hopefully our mental health, wellness, and well-being show is benefiting you out there in the special needs community or anybody that's really watching. And the amazing thing is that we're nationwide or
absolutely
international.
I know. Remember, now we have people in Dubai. We have people in England who watch us regularly, and their timing must be a little wacky. But if you have questions for us, this is going to be a really exciting show. One of my very dear friends is going to be on, and we finally got her to take a tour of the center, and we're very excited to have Kamina join us. And of course, I'm going to let Kamina. Well, let's bring Kamina in right away because Maddie didn't put on Kamina's last name there. So I'm going to let Kamina say her last name for me.
Our producer.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kamina Ballard Dawkins. I'm an author and an autism advocate, a parent, and an energy healer here to talk to you about self-care today.
Yes, and we're so excited. You've been such a friend of the center for quite a while, and you came out to one of the special, one of Camp Ed events that we had.
The beach day.
But at the beach.
But I knew Kamina from Autism Speaks days because we used to. Tell me again the name of your band, because you and your twin sister.
My twin sister and I, who's also an autism mom, Kalila, we have a duet called K Divas.
Yes.
K-DIVAS. And we have uplifting music. And we also do covers to support autism with our nonprofit, Global Autism Answers.
Wonderful. And I remember because you guys, it was like an exceptionally kind of like low energy day. And then you guys came on and it was like the whole audience was dancing and that's Kamina. She just brings light and energy and
how I do it.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
But I want to tell a really quick story about Kamina because I don't know how many years ago it was. Must have been 2 years ago.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. And our beloved friend Joanne Laura and Autism Movement Therapy was having a fundraiser. And Kamina was doing some sort of energy healing. Is that what it was?
It is energy healing. You got it correct.
And so I was raised with a conventional Stanford doctor who said anything that wasn't conventional medicine, he didn't believe in. He thought it was voodoo, witchcraft, and everything. And I know from my own experience, because I am a naturalist and I don't like to take medication and I try to do everything as natural as possible, that he's completely wrong. But I'd never tried Reiki or energy healing. And so I just thought, I'm going to try it. And I told you a story about how I had this kind of like mental block. And I felt literally like I had almost left my body. I could still hear everyone in the room, but I had this absolutely incredible experience with you that day. And to this day, I still feel like it has affected my ability to do the things that I have to do because, you know, when I was a kid, I was in special education class. The times that I was in school, I had a severe speech impediment. I could barely speak in public. I certainly couldn't look anybody in the eye.
And look at you now.
And but one of my issues was public speaking. And I felt like and I tell people this all the time, I felt like Kamina put a spell on me. and my spell is wearing off a little bit. So I think you need to put another spell on me. I don't know if it's the pandemic or the stress. You know, the online schooling has definitely like taken a lot of my spirit away just from stress.
Tell you a little bit about you, Eddie. Since you say your magic is wearing off, I do think it might be time to tell you that yes, you do need another session.
Yes.
But I'm an integrated energy therapy energy healer, and what that means is Navah, it says I put a spell on her, but basically you can sit anywhere and it's a touch modality. So I I touch her chakra points and get her to release that negative energy for all of the positive to come into her life. And she's saying that's what happened. So it must work.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
It helps me. As you can see, the magic never wears off because I renew myself. And so, yeah, we'll have to tell people a little bit more about that magic that you experience so we can get it to our moms and caregivers.
Absolutely.
And I have to say my personal experience with Kamina was at Camp Ed. We were actually in the ocean and we had a group of parents there and we were holding hands and we were kind of knee deep in the ocean, and Kamina was just her energy was so amazing and so enlightening, and we all held hands. This was in the old days, and we just sort of had this collective thought of energy and healing together as a group. And I felt so much energized energy being in the ocean, beautiful day at the beach, and just the prayers and the thoughts and the healing that took place. I will always remember that.
I'm so glad that you felt that you wanted to share, because there's clients that, of mine that it's really private, and sometimes there's a private healing, but groups are great. Human touch, remember that when we used to hold hands again? And that was about using the elements in the ocean to just take that anxiety away. Remember, we kind of just held hands and bonded with each other and just kind of let all of the negativity go together as a group. And how much more needed do we need that right now? I mean, we really, really need that for the self-care of our caregivers and for anyone who's a parent and for homeschool, for all of those reasons. So I'm really glad you ladies shared. That makes me so happy.
Well, it was really perfect because the energy of the ebb and flow, the ocean comes in and the ocean comes out. But collectively, I love groups. I mean, as a mental health provider, I love groups. You just have so much that you can do and you can share together and really learn from each other in that moment. And you are healing and helping support each other, and it feels really amazing.
Especially because when you are in this journey, you feel there, especially when your son or daughter is newly diagnosed, you feel very polarized from your regular community and even your family. I remember being at family gatherings and all the kids are almost all the same age, and Eddie was always playing by himself. And in those group settings, that's where the real magic is created. And that's where we meet these like-minded parents.
I really feel like that's the good thing about 2020. Now, I've told Chrisa myself that this is the best year of my life. I've been having the best year of my life in 2020. And the reason why is because of that. The healing that I put into it and having that time to heal. What's been missing is, I guess, other people and whatever, but we've been doing that, teleconference and everything, and reaching out for that. Togetherness right now, to me, is one of the things that we can do the best to try to move us forward from where we are in the anxious, uncertain state that we are. Energy healing and therapy, mental health awareness and mental health. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that it takes more than just homeschool for the caregivers and everyone to be able to take care of themselves. So self-care, I feel like, is really important, and that's why I'm here today.
What would you say? Chris and I have had many shows about a specific topic that keeps coming up, because as special needs parents, we live in this constant state of worry and anxiety and sleep deprivation and, issues with our
within our relationship.
Right. I was going to say family. Most of the parents are single moms. So anxiety, panic attacks. I think, myself included, we have these parents that really felt like, I'm totally got all this under control and everything's going on. And then all of a sudden this pandemic hit, and people I know who have reached out to us, they're having this newfound wave of anxiety that, you know, I've talked to a lot of people
Yes.
who say, I haven't
Yes.
had these kind of panics and attacks since I was you know, my very first attack many years ago.
Coming up so often that I've actually come up with a bit of a meditation for it. Now, we do meditations in our group. And for everyone who hasn't seen us do our groups and everything before, I'm pretty sure from you all sharing that they would understand that we are healing and taking out negative energy, but we also meditate and we pray when it's necessary to be able to start that off. So let me know, you know, if you guys want me to show you anything.
But also, just to piggyback on what you were saying, it's not just about taking away the negative energy. It's also about manifesting. What goals do you want? What new lifestyles do you want to create in your life and within your family? Like old behavioral patterns aren't working anymore. The old ways aren't working. So what's the new way that you want your family to thrive and to have, you know, support and calm? What new routines can you create and manifest? I want to make it clear that that's probably step 2 for me in my own life and sharing my life with my daughter. She's oh my gosh, she just turned 18. I don't even know if I told you that.
Oh my gosh.
So while I was away for 2 years writing a book, my daughter turned 18. So
that's
you already know
crazy.
what the end of the book is going to be. But when I've been dealing with anxiety for 2 years as well, and how I battled that was self-care first. I put myself first. I know it's very foreign for some caregivers and autism moms and dads
it's very hard.
and everyone else to say, oh, my children come first before anything, but actually you do. And you're going to need to apply that seatbelt, and you're going to need to apply that air mask, or in these days, put the mask on before you help someone else, before you go into the store and whatever. But that's the first way I battled my anxiety. And while I was writing this book, it's called Black and Blue, The Inside Job to Healing and Autism Through Self-Care. So my whole thing is self-care. That's why you all have been saying
great title.
Thank you.
Such a great title.
Thank you very much. Anxiety is number 1 on my list to absolutely smash, demolish, and conquer in my own self-care first before I was able to get to weight loss, as Navah says. It wasn't.
No, it's crazy.
But
I'm so angry at her. It's like all of us gained all this weight, and you're like literally a tenth. I mean, you're this tiny little thing that comes in. I'm like, that's not convenient.
And it's going to keep going. 2020 has been a wonderful year, but I've done it through self-care. I took that time out to say, listen, let me ease my anxiety and uncertainty by figuring out the things that I am sure about first. Because uncertainty, you know, normally comes from, you know, with our children, it comes from not really having a schedule or not knowing what comes next. Right?
It's exactly right. Because when you have a plan of action, and I know we're always, let's make a plan. And everyone's like, yes, and journal this or Post-it note that. Everyone's like, yeah. But if you actually sit down to do it and you create a to-do list, you're really getting it out of your head. You're sort of manifesting what it is that you want to create. And then
let me say there's a to-do list. But here's a little neat trick. Try this today. Try a not to-do list. And now that's in my book.
That's better for me. I'm sorry. That makes
exactly. There's some people that are a to-do list, but what I'm saying is a not to-do list, because sometimes I get so excited and anxiety be like, you know, I want to do 100 things at one time. But what I'm going to do is say, okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. But what's not to do right now? What's really not that important until another day? And I feel like that alleviates a lot of anxiety. And like I said, I just start with myself first with small tips and strategies like that to really be my best self.
No, that's absolutely, you know, I love your idea of the not to-do list, which is worry, doubt, fear, anxiety, or those kind of things. And what can be put off, like really, sometimes the to-do list is stressful, but sometimes it's healing. You get it out of your head. It feels a little bit more light. You feel a little bit more lighter. You're maybe looking at it going, hey, you know what, this is doable. I can do this.
Very.
But I think the answer really is what's best for your particular household.
What works for you.
Yeah, because I'm a double Gemini. I have no patience for this. I have no patience for anything. But I also have crippling anxiety. You know, I thought I had my anxiety under control. And in the last, I think part of it was in the beginning, I thought, oh, this is only going to last for a while.
Okay.
And then it's the hugeness of it that you're looking down the barrel of, like, life-changing things happening around you. I mean,
There
I
is.
haven't seen my
There
mom
is.
in almost 6 months because she's in a 24-hour facility and we can't be near each other.
Mhm.
And so all this stuff is cumulative.
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 I understand what you mean.
And you know, and so these old demons start raising their head again. And for me, and I know by looking at you, when you feel good, when your body feels better, I mean, I got to be the first to admit, I was boozing it up like all the other pandemic moms that I know. And I wasn't day drinking. I know a lot of moms who are day drinking, but I blame all my weight gain on drinking a bottle of wine.
Let's stop a little bit right there, and just you said a lot, but even in that sentence and in that paragraph, what I want to say about that is I just want to take it back to, first of all, breaking it down into smaller steps, the things that you have to do, and then figure out what you don't have to do. Then also figure out whose responsibility it is to do. Because sometimes as autism moms, I'm speaking to myself about myself for myself sometimes, that I'm taking on everything and I'm thinking like I need to do every job, but I have help around me and I have people who are there, who are willing to help me if I just ask.
Right.
So that's one thing. The other thing is, like I said, I think at this particular moment, we don't want to pull out our negative so hard that we pile on top of each other, because you can have that effect with anxiety. And so I want to also pick that apart. You mentioned a few things, just one by one, everyone is doing the best that they can, and giving yourself credit first is a really great way of keeping the creeping, I think you said demons out.
I always say, I call them
like,
because every day I battle my
demons
demons. And I'm a very religious person, and I go straight to God, and I know that's controversial. But
you could go to God, but and we use angels in energy.
Angels, the universe, God. Yeah.
But I mean, I go back to the big guy and I say, just give me the strength to get through this day. I mean, I have a lot going on in my life. And sometimes it's just that is enough just to get through each day. And I think a lot of times when we think too much into the future and start to dwell, we were talking about like how many of us
in the present
are doing these insomnia nights and are affected by Matt Asner, right? He never sleeps. And but I mean, we take too many. I like him too. Tomorrow's his birthday.
What?
Yes.
So if anybody wants to send
you
him,
say what? See,
oh yes,
I'm catching up with all kinds of things.
Tomorrow's the big guy's birthday.
So somebody needs to turn off their phone tomorrow, though. I mean,
I need you to am actually. I'm doing some self-care. I'm doing some self-care, and I'm taking him away for the first time. We're going on a trip for his birthday. But yes,
sounds like respite.
It's very much like, and we have built-in. We have a built-in babysitter of Aviva, which she hates that idea. And I hope she's not watching because she'll be very cross for me.
She's probably is. Stay away from your mom's desk.
Exactly.
There's a note there.
But Kamina, I want to go back to that just the basics. How do parents who are struggling, I mean, they know they can call us, they can call Chrisa and get mental health support and talk to a therapist. But if they're into alternative healings and Eastern medicine, anything, how do they
get started,
reach out to you? How do they get this kind of energy healing that really right now in this mindset? I mean, I'm going to be the first one to sign up. So how do we do that? How do we get you to put another positive spell on us?
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me and having me.
Yes.
I will be here. And so I can always be reach through these lovely ladies who are also clients of mine that you've heard them. But I'm at Kamina Star on Instagram. That's really where I'm able to get my appointments through the Square function. If you have the Square app, you can also look me up there. So at Kamina Star on Instagram. And if there's anyone on Facebook.
Okay, and our producer is going to add that right now.
Okay,
so
perfect.
So
that'd be great. And
everyone who's watching can if you need some extra support, if you need,
there'll be more information about energy healing. That's IET that I do. That's integrated energy therapy, and I want to make sure that you know that that's healing with your angels. So if you're into that and that resonates with you, then I'm able to have a session with you with that, and then also you'll be able to find out about my new book. Black and
Yes.
Blue, the inside job to healing and autism through self-care. So we're going to be talking about a lot of self-care here for autism moms, autism dads, autism uncles, grandparents, caregivers. If you are a behavior interventionist, if even school psychologists. Did y'all know I even hooked them up too? We don't like.
Oh
them
my
too much
gosh,
sometimes,
they
but-
need that more than anybody.
Don't they?
Well, one thing I want to say is, yes, I'm a client of Kamina's, but I have to say, I felt like it was a therapy session for me. She is so
Yes.
insightful and so wise, and just, just having that extra person to talk to about life or whatever it is that you want to create or get rid of in your life. She's that kind of person. So it's not just spiritual healing work, but, she does offer other types of like connection and change modalities. So it was just a beautiful experience from my perspective.
And it lasts. Mine is just wearing off. It's been 2 years. My God, you get the bang for your buck. It's incredible.
Yeah, and you do. You really do. It's really a life-changing experience. And full sessions can last up to 45 minutes or an hour, but it's just really an hour out of your day, and it can be done anywhere, sitting straight up or anything. So what you get out of these sessions are exactly what Navah and Chrisa have been saying. We're going to take all the negative and then take the demons out and see if we can get some of those positive things to happen in your life, making more money, being more calm, having more self-care. You may even be able to take a nap in the middle of the day when we get finished with this.
Well,
I mean, we're going
I
to
can't imagine that. I literally can't imagine that.
Yeah, well, we got to keep working. It's been 2 years. Come on back.
I know.
I was just wondering too, and I don't know, Kamina, how you feel about this, but I'd like to know more about what your secret was for putting yourself first, because people think that that's not okay sometimes. Like,
I can answer it super easy.
They feel like it's not okay to put themselves first, that they have to give to everyone else, but then you're so depleted, right?
Mom guilt.
Yeah. Let me tell you about mom guilt.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what's called, and here we are, when we get into
shame
a
and
session,
guilt.
Shame and guilt, but let's talk a shadow mission. So what I did was pay attention to my shadow mission. What is the shadow mission? All the things that would happen if I don't do what I need to do to deliver this book to everyone who needs it. My niche is self-care for caregivers, and we need self-care. But if we don't get good care, what happens? Our children, they fail. Homeschool fails. The world is not a better place in 10 or 20 years that we hope it would be. We have nothing. We don't have anything to look forward to, no future at all. Other than that, it was also, I get sick as an autism mom. Anything that challenges your immune system also that you fight for challenges your immune system. So the reason why we're always so sick and colds and now I don't even want to say it, the C word.
The C
I don't
word.
even want to hear it. But those type of things bring your immune system down. So I think about all those things, and how can I be the best person and go out and fight for other families of color, girls with autism,
yes, 100%,
caregiver, siblings, grandparents. How can I fight for all of them if I'm sick and in bed and not feeling my best self? And I just want to break in here. I know it's a bit of a spiel, but my heart is broken. My friend Joanne Laura died being a caregiver. She was a caregiver.
Yes, 100%.
It wasn't even a mom. She was giving her all to us. And that hit me like a ton of bricks as well, because I need to take care of myself so that I'm not succumbing to the same fate and have a bit more time to be with everyone. So, I hate to end it somber like that, but really think about that as you're thinking about putting your self-care as a priority. It's not a luxury. It's actually a necessity.
It's actually, for me, it's like everything is about how do I keep myself healthy so I can take care of my kids. I say that to Matt Asner every day. He has to keep himself healthy so he can take care of his kids. He doesn't listen to me as much as he should. But, my dad always used to say that if you don't listen to nature, nature will force you to listen. And that has stayed with me my entire life. And it's, as I hate to say this, get older, I can't fight it anymore. I just turned 50. I just turned 50 and life is different. I'm not the same person I was. And there's so much more at stake because these kids are they need us more than,
Well, they do need us more. And I want to celebrate more of what our accomplishments are. So you hear me talking about this I'm insanely optimistic about the things because that optimism protects me from everything that we've got going on right now. It's the only way we're going to make it out. You have done some amazing things in your life, Navah. Chrisa, you're an amazing helper, and you're an
Thank you.
amazing support, an amazing, all these things that you are. Now's the time to celebrate that a little bit more, so that you also feel like a worthwhile human being yourself. You see?
Yeah,
Because
that
what I'm
takes
saying
practice.
is, I'm going to be better for myself. I'm not going to be better just for Keena. Keena's my daughter's name. And I don't want, she just turned 18. Yes, she needs me to be a great person, but she needs me to stand next to her when it's time for her to make her decisions as well. And I want to write a book. I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book. It's almost done.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're doing it.
So all of these things that are about to be released, I'm the best person that I can be for myself, which enables me to do all of that and take care of Keena. You see what I'm saying? I'm adding goodness.
Yes.
And a little goodness to that.
Well, I mean, when you're a happier mom and you're a healthier mom, you're a better mom. You're a better advocate for your child. You're a stronger advocate for your child.
They do what they see you do, not what you tell them to do. Because they're at home not doing what we told them to do right now.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
But also, you know, just when you want to be of service to others and to the community, you really can't just push yourself with zero energy. You really have to find a way to ground yourself.
And then from an empty cup.
And then to take that beautiful energy in, the knowledge that perhaps you might be helping somebody else, or that here at the center, maybe we can touch somebody's life, make it better, help in any way. And sometimes it doesn't always show up right away. People come back a year later and say, you know what, you said something to me that really made a difference in my life.
True.
And then it comes back later, but you can't always count on that. You just have to believe in your core, Navah, like you were saying earlier, you just have to really believe that you are giving so much to the community, and of the belief in yourself that you do your best, and whatever you can create and put out there in the universe and manifest is what it is.
And that's what's making the world a better place. In America, you know, I just spoke to Rihanna Dawkins. She's my cousin. And I said, Rihanna, I'm going on this interview right now. Do you want me to tell the people? She's like, she's 10. She says, America needs to do better.
Yes.
I said, I'm going to tell them that America needs to do better, Rihanna, because it's true.
Right.
But you know how Americans can do better? We can start with ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Each one of us can take care of ourselves to the point to where we feel like wonderful, loving, giving, full of hope and pride, and our cup is just really full, so that we're able to pour that goodness out onto someone else.
100%.
And unless we do that and take it upon ourselves as caregivers, where will we be? You know, think of every nurse really felt her best, or really got the self-care that she needed right now to rejuvenate and re-energize herself. Think of every teacher did that.
Yeah.
Every mom. So that's where I'm coming from. I really think that, and you guys are doing a great job. I really don't hear you ladies giving yourself enough credit for that.
Well, that takes practice. And I think
Amazing.
self-love takes practice.
Amazing.
It takes practice.
But I think we need to really do another mom's spiritual group, because that was and I know that we can still do, if we do it on
we need
Zoom,
to coordinate it.
We really
like
I mean, we're gonna work on it.
Where we get the moms
as soon as we're off here, we're gonna hammer it out, because
okay, I'll hold you to that. If you want me involved, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yes.
I'm gonna
too bad I got a bunch of witnesses. Y'all also everybody heard it.
Yeah.
No, 100%. 100%.
But we do, because we've been really focusing on the young individuals, or the old, you know, mental health therapy and stuff. This is also a branch, self-care. For the moms, we really need to get some group together on a consistent basis.
And this has been, you know, this has been such a trying time for all parents, but specifically the moms, because I think the moms are the ones that are getting the brunt of this extra work that they're not.
And I have a super great idea. I don't know if I could just
pitch it.
But
we have 2 more minutes.
No to-do list, Kamina. No, just go for it.
This is what I'm going to do. I have a beta testing group that is coming up for my book. I would really, really love to work with some moms and some people on the last 3 chapters. They've been really rough for me. People have died. My daughter turned 18. It's a long story. Okay. But in that last little bit of drama, I really need help with the last 3 chapters. And I'm being very transparent. I've worked for 2.5 years, and I'm at the last part. So if there's any moms or anyone out there that you guys want to come, I can try those chapters out on them. They can help me build it, and I'll give them the first free copies of the book.
I'm telling you, yes.
Period. I would love to do that.
Absolutely. And we have
a
center moms we have a Center Moms page. So I'm going to get you
Yes.
on that page,
What?
and you can talk to the moms directly, and then we'll
Okay.
set up a Zoom
Okay.
or however you want to do it if you want to speak
We'll
to them
coordinate
directly.
it. We'll get it together.
But
Amazing.
I'm
Amazing.
so
I can do
so
that.
excited that we had Kamina come in,
I'm
and
so excited
it's
to
only
be
the
here.
beginning. It's only the beginning.
Yes, we'd love.
We
We're
need-
going to coordinate something and get her back.
And
we're
we
gonna
need
get
this
that group
light. We
going.
need this. I mean, I definitely
Yes.
need it.
Mhm.
And I know that all of you out there need it as
Yes.
well. This is not just for moms. This is for dads. This is for caregivers.
Self-care for
Everyone.
caregivers.
Everyone.
Siblings,
Self-care for
yeah.
caregivers.
And we want to talk more about Kamina's book. And so we're definitely going to have her back on. But I'm going to let you know where you can talk to Kamina and help her finish her book, which is very exciting.
I'm looking forward to having the help. I
Yes.
mean, this ordeal that we've gone through in the last 6 months, there's some really positive things that are coming out of it. And this is one of them. I really can't wait to work with you all and to really have you continue to have those good things happen in your life, like you said.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about that.
Me too. Me
You're
too.
a beautiful center.
Thank you.
you.
I mean,
Dreams come true.
Dreams.
Thank
I'm
you.
telling you.
don't give up, people. Dreams come
That's
true.
right.
You get a spell put on you and dreams come true. Magic happens. But we're going to wrap up now, but I want to thank Kamina again. And
You're very welcome.
I
Thank
want
you for having
everyone
me.
to watch. It's not just Matt Asner's birthday tomorrow, but tomorrow is a very special show. It's Aviva's character drawing. What's
Caricature?
I have like peanut butter in my mouth today. I don't know what. But she's doing
Our art show.
in honor of our poker winner from last week, the amazing Clancy Brown that I have a huge crush on. Aviva is going to draw Mr. Krabs, and she's going to have a very special guest join her tomorrow, and you cannot miss that. So do
Tune
not
in.
miss Aviva tomorrow at 3 p.m. at Facebook Live at Asner Family Center. Don't miss it, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, do acts of kindness. Be nice to your neighbors and call your friends and make sure people feel loved and supported.
Thank
We'll
you
see you
guys.
next
We'll
week.
see you next week.
We know we ask a lot from our patron and support network, and we are always so grateful for your generosity. In these challenging times, it's even harder to raise the funding we need to serve our community and achieve our goals. So we're always looking for new ways to maintain our revenue without adding additional burdens to our supporters. Today, we're excited to share a great opportunity that can really help our community and requires no additional out-of-pocket from you. We've partnered with the Liberty Company Insurance Brokers and their Liberty Cares program. Liberty Cares is simple. You already make monthly payments for your insurance needs, whether it's auto, home, or for your business. For every line of insurance you move to Liberty, they will donate 25% of the commissions they receive on your policies back to our cause. And under this special partnership arrangement, that donation will come to us again and again every year you keep your policy with Liberty. Often, you'll be able to move your insurance into this program simply by signing one form. It's that easy. The Liberty Company is one of the nation's largest insurance brokers, and they've won a number of recognitions for their excellent operations and workplace culture, so you can rest assured that you will be well taken care of. If you would like to learn more about how this new partnership with Liberty can help turn your insurance dollars into much-needed funds for our community, please visit libertycompany.com/libertycares or shoot them an email at libertycares@libertycompany.com. And please be sure to let them know that you're part of our community so that they will credit the benefit of your policies back to our organization. Your ongoing support is much appreciated, so thank you in advance.